These are the two products from Trangia that are almost impossible to buy at this moment. This is the Trangia Triangle and this is the Trangia Mini. In this video, we'll have a look at them both. I'll give you my first impressions of them, and we'll also talk about how you might go about buying those if you want to. First, let's start with the Trangia Triangle. I've already opened this one. I couldn't wait and I tried it, but we'll go through the unboxing. So what do you get? You get the pouch, you get the burner holder, and you get 3 pieces that are for some reason individually packaged. And you also get the manual. The manual is very simple, straightforward how to assemble this Trangia. So the 3 pieces are exactly the same. This is only the pot stand support, however you want to call it. It does not include the burner, so they assume you have the burner from some other Trangia model or you bought it separately. So first impressions of the individual parts. It's very thin and it's very light, and although it's not a big deal, those parts, as often with Trangia products, they are just scratched up. I see that a lot with Trangia products. The manufacturing quality just does not match up to some other companies that are producing these types of products. Yes, the design is great, but the manufacturing quality isn't, in my opinion. So luckily on this one, there aren't any sharp edges like you sometimes see. The assembly is quite simple. You have 3 individual pieces. And from that you create essentially one piece. It is nice that they use a tensioning system. So other similar stands, what they would try to do is sort of have the edges come on from the top and you would lock it like that. But if you've ever tried that, you probably know if you lift it or move it the wrong way, the whole thing falls apart. With this one, it will remain in place, so that's very nice. So you'll end up with a triangle like this, hence the name. And then you need this ring to put it inside. Can be a little bit fiddly. The ring barely goes in. It's good that the edges aren't sharp on this product. At least not very sharp. Of course, this is a little bit sharp. So then with that, you have the triangle. It's a very simple piece of kit. It is highly sought after because it's not available at this point. And from what I understand, it will no longer be available as there is some dispute about a patent with another companies. So apparently they've stopped producing this triangle. So I was very lucky to be able to obtain this one. So if you want to get the triangle, my tip would be just keep on searching on the internet. You might find some old stock somewhere. If a company doesn't have it, they will no longer have it. They won't get it probably. I know of one store that actually has a waiting list with around 20 people on the waiting list waiting to get their hands on this triangle. I just, was searching for it for a long time. And whenever I discover a new online store with camping gear, I'll just type in triangle, and that's exactly how I found this one. So the burner would go on top. I'll show you some footage of how that will look like. The nice thing about the triangle is you also have these openings. So if you have a multi-fuel burner or a gas burner, you can use that with the triangle as well, which makes this piece of kit very versatile. The weight is 100 grams. You can probably find something that is lighter, but this one, because of its size, it gives you proper support for even a bigger pot. So because of the simple design, this is something that will most likely last for years, as some of the users of the Trangia Triangle have demonstrated already. So to take it apart, just put pressure on one of the ends and then hold on to that ring so that doesn't happen. And you have the nice storage bag where you can keep it. The really nice thing about it is with all the pieces, it's very nice and flat. You don't have anything bulky with you. So this is all of it together, fits nicely in the pouch. Now let's have a look at the Trangia Mini. So this is a very nice piece of kit as well. If you're just trying to make some lunch only for yourself, maybe you want a burger or something else, this is a lovely piece of kit. It allows you to do things you maybe aren't able to do with something like a jet boil. So this is it. It's quite nice. Very small. It doesn't have a strap around it like the other Trangias do. What they use is sort of a compression mechanism. So there are some dents in the lid, and that is what keeps it on top. So you just need to pull it open like this. Be careful while you're doing it, because they use pot gripper to put tension on the lid. And with that, it stops anything from rattling around. If you wouldn't have this, there's the burner inside with a stand, right? So this could potentially just rattle around. But because of the tension on the pot holder, this will keep it in place, which is a very nice design trick. Right, so the pot holder. It's sturdy enough, I would say. It's not super sturdy. I already have this pot holder. I was also not able to get the Trangia Minis. So what I was trying to do is just get those individual components one by one. So this part, the outer part, goes on top. And that's how you can hold it. It is quite sturdy for something small. Inside the burner, if you know it from some other videos, and this is the pot stand. So this is quite an interesting piece of kit. It's very lightweight. It's only 50 grams. It keeps the burner in place nicely. It does have some room to move around. The nice thing is, although this can get warm, it won't get as hot as the bottom of the burner. Some instruction manual, and then there's the pot. Pot is nice and small as well. And of course, it is scratched up. That is, I would say, the one thing I don't like that much about the Trangia system is when you get, you know, a nice product, you're excited about it. It can just be a little bit dirty, and it's residue from the water, and it can also be a bit scratched up, things like that. So not a big deal, because that will happen when you use it as well. But I think other manufacturers are doing a better job of providing that nice user experience when you get your consumer product, because this is what it is. You get it, you're all excited about it, and then it, you know, looks scratched up. I just think they could do better. All right, moving on. So there is a small ring at the bottom, which fits into the stand. So it provides it with some stability, because now I'm trying to move it and it just doesn't slide off. Of course, the stability is always limited, but it is a nice touch. The same thing goes for the frying pan. There's a ring on the bottom. So if you want to use it as a lid, it will remain in place much better. So I would say that is a very, very nice feature. So the good news about the Trangia Mini is that it seems it will be coming available soon. Recently there was some stock of this frying pan on the Trangia website. So it seems that the manufacturing is picking up. And I've also heard that they are opening a new factory. So things are looking good for the future. So these are the spare parts that I already had. Like you see, second pot gripper. And I already bought one of these separately, but as you can see, I'm keeping it in a box, which is a box of a rain cover, for a reason, because the edges on this one are very sharp, and hopefully you can see this, but the shape of this triangle is very different. These edges are sharp as well, so I'm not very confident just keeping this in one of my bags. The one that came with the Trangia Mini is looking a bit better. This is wider, still sharp edges. So this is just another one of these things where I see opportunity for improvement, because this is really lacking in manufacturing quality. This is still, I think, unfortunately manufactured by the same standards that they had in the 1950s. yeah, I wish they paid more attention to the details, then the products would be nicer. So honestly, I just hope that they are able to improve some of those manufacturing issues, because the products are still very nice to use. I'm a fan of Trangia. I have several cooking sets. So not trying to be negative here, but I am trying to give you an honest opinion on these products. Let me know what you think of these products in the comments below. Always happy to hear your thoughts. So with that being said, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.